everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Priscilla and I upload makeup related content on my channel. One, I do apologize if you guys can hear some noise like water running. Our bathroom is next door. You're gonna hear it. Just a side note, as you guys can tell, I do have a haul today. I was on Ulta's website browsing through the new stuff that released, and I did actually pick up a lot of the new products that released. Most of it, all of it, is drugstore. I do prefer drugstore makeup. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like getting high-end here and there, but I always gravitate more to drugstore makeup. So I did purchase one out of all of the items isn't new. It's been out for some time and I kind of wanted to try it out myself now, but everything else is new. It's a new release recently. So what I did is I actually recorded myself trying out all these products. It is what I have on my face today, and I will go ahead and insert clips as I talk about them so that you guys can see them in action, except one. I did buy two mascaras, so I have only one on, but I did use the other one recently as well, and I took a picture, so I'll insert that when I get to that mascara so you guys can see how it looks on. So if you guys are ready, let's jump into the haul. Boom. So I did purchase two primers. The first one is the Wet n Wild 5-in-1 Essence Primer Liquid. It's supposed to smooth, that's 1, conditions 2, refines pores 3, balances 4, and prolongs makeup 5. I've used this twice already, one today and then previously. The bottle itself, it's like hard so you can't squeeze it, but I think it's purposely like that because it is very runny. It's a very runny, well, it does say liquid and it really is. Usually, as you guys will see me applying it on, it is fast absorbing. So wherever you're gonna apply it, you need to hurry and pat it along the way. So you may need to do like some here and pat this area. Do this side and do it. So you're going to need to break it down into areas unless you pour a lot probably, but it absorbs into the skin rather quickly. So definitely be cautious about that. Does it help prolong my makeup? I only wore for about 4-5 hours, and when I looked in the mirror, I mean, my makeup still looked good and it still looked in place. It didn't budge or anything. I'm gonna wear it much longer today. So far so good. I like it. I did purchase another primer as well, and it is the Essence Poreless Partner Primer. It says it's mattifying and blurring with niacinamide, won't clog pores. I feel like if you're sensitive, if you have sensitive skin, you're not gonna like this. And the reason I say it is because in my cheek area, when I apply it, I've applied it twice now, and both times it kind of like irritates my cheek area. Not like the forehead, the chin, but just the cheek area itself. Because of that, I won't keep using it just because, well, it irritates my skin. Does it make my pores look mattifying? I don't think so. I think my pores look the same. And is it mattifying? I don't know. After 3 hours, last time I wore it, you can even tell now I am a little bit in this area, a little shiny, but it could be because of the foundation that I'm using, so I'll get to that. So would I repurchase this? No, I wouldn't. I also picked up the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I got mine in the shade medium. I mean, it looks okay now. I think I needed to get the shade lighter than this, but it's not the only thing I have on today. I am wearing my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation over it. I wouldn't wear this by itself. It's just too glowy for my skin preference. I am combo to oily skin, but I did want to see it to see if maybe like this area right here sometimes can look a bit drying for me. So I wanted to see if it would help and kind of make my skin not look so dry in this kind of area, even though I did apply it to the whole face. It does do a good job of not making me look too dry in the area. I mean, it does give me a nice glow within, so if you're a dry skin, you probably would like this very much, even if you just use it as a base. and then put your foundation over. If you're someone who's maybe like on the dry skin but you like matte foundations because maybe they're a bit more fuller coverage but it makes you look dry, maybe try using the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter underneath and then your foundation over it. That actually might help balance that out. This one is the matte version of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. By itself, it's not really even that matte. So I do have a matte foundation that is a bit more full coverage, which is the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. So I am going to try pairing these up together to see what kind of look I get. So far with the Wet n Wild one, I do like it. I am going to need to make sure I have a powder with me so I can do some touch-ups because I know that I will be looking a bit glowy in a couple of hours. And it doesn't settle, like I have some lines here and it doesn't settle into that. I did get the Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base. It's supposed to be intensifying, long-lasting, and no creasing universal shade. It's not a shade at all. It's clear. It goes on clear. And it says use waterproof makeup remover. I don't know if you need waterproof makeup remover. When I apply it, I don't see like creasing, but I feel like my eyeshadow, like just like right here, because I have semi-hooded lids, right? You can see I have semi-hooded lids. So like in that area, I did notice that some of the shadow came off. So I don't know if it's the eyeshadow palette or the primer. So I have to use it with a different eyeshadow palette to see if that's the case. So far, I'm going to keep using it to see. Is it better than the Milani one? I don't think so. And the Milani one gives you a little bit more of like coverage. So if it's this one or Milani, I would go with the Milani primer. So we'll get into mascaras. I did purchase the Essence Lash Like a Boss mascara. Looks like this. And this one claims to be instant volume and length. Now, is that true? I do believe it does give you volume, definitely. Length, I want to say it gives you some length, and you guys will see the picture itself. The only thing is that right here on the bottom, I feel like it kept trying to grab onto my lower lashes, and you know when you have that feeling when they're just wanting to be stuck and you keep doing this, kind of annoying. It kept my curl for the most part as well. I did have a little flaking here as well after like 3 hours. I did notice a little flaking, so I wasn't a fan of that. And it did come off nicely too, so I didn't have trouble taking it off. Using it once, I might have a feel for it, but I want to keep using it to see how much I like it. And you know, Essence mascaras are only a couple of bucks, but just want to keep trying it out. I also did purchase the LA Girl Lift Off Instant Lashes Lifting Definition Mascara. The wand is interesting on this. It does have like a puff on the top, and then half of it is just like a very thin wand. It says Instant Lash Lifting Definition Mascara, Clump Free, Smudge Resistant, conditions lashes with panthenol and glycerin, and it's supposed to be long wearing. Thickens lashes without clumping, keeps lashes soft and lifted, long wearing, flake and smear free. Ooh, we shall see, we shall see. This is the first time me trying it out, so I do have that on now. Does it keep my curl? I feel like on this side the curl is already falling, and this one too. So I don't think it's gonna hold my curl as well as my anti-gravity mascara or my High Sky mascara, but it does. I don't know if it volumizes either because I do have eyeliner today. What I do have to say that's positive about it is the wand. So this part of the wand, this poofy part of it, it actually is nice to get the edges to actually really get and coat them so that they're not stuck, because since I've had it on, it doesn't feel stuck to the bottom lashes. So I love that. And the inner corner right here of the lashes, amazing to get to with this wand. Love the wand of this mascara. Now the mascara itself, I think it's okay, but It's not gonna replace my High Sky or my Milani one. So love the wand though. I do plan on wearing it for some time. I'll update you guys about that as well. I did get 3 new lip products. And well, let's start off with the one that I've purchased before, and it is the Superstay Vinyl Ink by Maybelline. I did get the shade in Punchy 120. This one is part of like their nude collection. Love the shade. Still smells sweet, which I don't mind at all. But I did pick up another one because I do really like these. The other 2 lip products, so one of them is from Essence, is the Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort Liner, and it does have a sharpener on the bottom, and it is retractable as well. Love the liner. Actually, this liner pairs well with all 3, with my 2 lip products. I'll show you the other lip product as well. This lip liner holds up. It holds up. It is the lip liner I am wearing today. I did go out to eat and I was eating some greasy food, and after I ate, I still had the liner. Like the lipstick was gone. I was wearing the same lipstick, but it was gone. This liner, the outline, it was still there, and my lips were a little bit, it still had a bit of a rosy color to them, so it didn't look funny that the liner was there but not the lipstick. So yeah, I was like, wow, very impressed. So love that. And then I also got the Wet n Wild Mega Last Lock and Shine Lip Color Plus Gloss. I did get the shade Affogato Dreams. So it was the darkest shade, I believe it was. And it's supposed to be 12-hour lasting, at least up to 12 hours. It doesn't have a smell, so it's deeper than the liner and the Maybelline one, but I felt like right now I have the liner, these 2 on together, and I think it works fine. This one does dry down matte, so if you want to wear it just matte by itself, you only apply this. If you want it to give you the glossy look, how I have it on now, you apply the gloss over. And I did go like 2 or 3 times around it, and I do feel like it does help make it last longer if you want a glossy look. I do feel like the vinyl ones, they're like a glossy liquid lipstick, right? That's just supposed to say glossy looking, because the lip gloss typically wears off quite quicker than a matte lipstick. So I like that for this reason. I purchased this thinking that it was going to be similar to this but cheaper, right? And of course this probably has both the matte and the gloss together, right? You just shake it up, you put it on, and you get everything here. You put the lip color first and then the gloss over it, and I feel like it's also long lasting. So I am testing this out today as well to see how long it really will last, and if it lasts just as long as the Maybelline vinyls, because if it does, then I might just purchase these for like half the price. Something to consider, something to consider. Even though it's drugstore, you can kind of like dupe the drugstore. Probably not the colors itself, but hey. Another item I purchased was the Wet n Wild Pampered 2-in-1 Makeup Sponge. So it has like this silicone area, which feels weird. And then of course just the regular sponge. I have used this a couple of times. The silicone part is good to help move the product around, where you're not, you know, when you move it with the sponge, it soaks it up as you're dabbing it along. This one here, it doesn't soak it up, and it helps place it more, so you can get more coverage in the sense, or you can cover more area with the foundation. So I only used 1 scoop of this, so just like that, and I kind of like put it all over my face, and then I went in with this side and moved the product. And then once it was kind of all over, I went in with like the bottom part of it and then bounced around to help kind of make it look a lot more seamless, and it worked really well. So for that, yeah, I do like it that it does help move the product around without soaking up the product. But this alone will not give you like a smooth look. You do have to use the sponge part to get that look. For that part, yeah, I mean, it does work good. I do like this part here, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like, feels weird. It just feels weird. And then when it gets poofy, like this is small and this is like poofed out, it's just, it looks funny. It was quite interesting. It's just a nice way to, if you like using sponges, but you feel like the sponge always absorbs your makeup, well, this is a good way to move it around and then smooth it out. The last item here is the Essence Blooming Wings eyeshadow palette. They had 3 different palettes that had 18 eyeshadows. I chose this one. This is more of the neutral one. They had 2 other versions, but this is the one that I gravitated towards because it's more neutral. I love more neutral tones. It does have 18 shades, 14 mattes, and 3 shimmer shades. And the shimmer shades, very nice. This one here, I just went in once and swiped it, and that was it. I didn't have to go back again. And then the mattes as well. So far, so good. They pack on a punch, so they give you color. They have been blending nicely, except this gray one right now. I feel like, I don't know if it was a shade or just me, because this side looks fine, but this side I couldn't get it to go up. But I think that was more just a user error. But other than that, I have used several colors, and so far it's worked good. And for like the price of it, it's, I think it was $12 or $13. You get 18 shades. ColourPop 9 pan shadows are what, like $14, and you get 9 shades. You get 18 shades for $12, $13. It's definitely a no-brainer for me when it comes to that, especially because to me the mattes, they just blend nicely. The shimmer shades give you such, that's what I have on today, and it gives you a nice sheen, and they blend nicely. I don't even think I had fallout. Yeah, I don't get fallout. The only thing I would say is if you don't like pickup, then you're gonna have you're just gonna be irritated about it, because it does have pickup. That is one of the downfalls for those who don't like that. Me, not so much a bother, so I don't mind it. Big thumbs up for me. So that was my Ulta haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed where I actually show you guys a few like small clips of me using the products so that you guys can actually see how they apply. I love hauls. I love when like they swatch it, but sometimes just like, oh, kind of seeing how they apply, because then I want to know if I want to buy it or not. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't, I do hope you consider subscribing to this wonderful channel. Thank you guys again for your support, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.